It's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. It's hard enough to... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 27, Tua will go out to the flat for Edmonds. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. Then all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson. They'll start on the ground here on first down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. Shoves him aside. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything, every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get... conversion.
Check right.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Roquan Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 7-7, our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. The Broncos at 2-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some...
We're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Roquan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A handoff to Barkley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy from 6 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. This will be fielded inside the 5. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. Someone jumped.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Tua going to throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Wilson. This will be caught. Jeudy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now Saquon Barkley. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson out quickly to Jeudy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Saquon Barkley as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus's point after is good. And it will take us to the end of the first half of play. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through this second half as we are back underway in Denver. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. Right at the 30. To throw is Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now it's Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Singletary trying the left side. There he goes, left side. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And the next-gen stats are going to show us the total distance he covered there, better than 70 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Compton, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Barkley, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. This is Barkley, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete.
Holding. Offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the turnover, it's Tua. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get... Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. A first down carry for Barkley, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Wilson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Tua now on first down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. He's got room at the 30, down to the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. That's caught left side by Judy. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Tua now on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Rolling. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Forced out to his left. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll put him at 190 receiving yards now. He's putting on a show. He also has a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And down inside the 15 he goes. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Oh, Wilson going to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown. Jerry Judy. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
To a hit, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Wilson wants to throw it. Caught on the slant. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Denver,